Last time, we went through my Simpsons Hidden Gems, House of Weirdness, and also the Living Treehouse of Horror, plus an extra one just to get you through. But this time is number 3, and it's a good one, so stick around to hear all about it right now. When it comes down to some of these Simpsons games that made it only onto the PC, like Windows or MS-DOS, are the ones that you're probably going to be scratching your head going, I don't remember this game. For example, the Simpsons Cartoon Studio, that was released back in 1996, which was very inventive at the time, where you could make your own cartoons, well, to a limited degree, choosing backgrounds and animations and even sound effects. But unfortunately, it did lack the depth to go really deep into the Simpsons universe, as fun as it was. Unlike the game that I'm going to talk about next, a game that would be perfect for today's touchscreen controls. And is number 3 on my list. We're transported back to see exactly how good the show was, and I guess to a certain degree still is. Virtual Springfield on the PC CD ROM.
Welcome to Springfield. I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me as town spokesman for such computer travel guides as Duluth, It'll Grow on You, and Suddenly Tulsa. So warm up your clicking finger and let's explore a land the poets call Springfield, USA.
You start off in the center of the town square, with a map leading you to wherever you want to go. Now this is what you call a point-and-click adventure, and the stars represent the places that you can visit on the map.
What are you looking at?
So when you're walking around, you have to find your way to get to the places that you want to go, and every single place on the map has something to do, because that's why they're in the game. Otherwise they wouldn't be in the game. So let's take a quick visit to the power plant. Looks like we come in during nap time. I better be very quiet and not click on anything. We don't want to disturb Homer. What? Hey, oh, I didn't do it. Quick, on to the next place before he thinks it was us. I can hear a lot of noise coming from behind these doors. Let's see if we can press any buttons in here.
Consider your license revoked.
Well, that worked. I definitely pressed somebody's button.
Why don't you make me? Oy, this is gonna be in the trades.
Well, that just happened. As we move on, so let's go to the Simpsons house, I think. Might be a bit more safer to go to. Catching the sights and, of course, meeting the characters from the show along the way.
Walk-ins for sissies. In my day, we wore shoes made of shards of glass. Shardies, we called them.
Once you do start walking around the town, it feels on the rails, but not really. It's more like Google Street View. Just click a direction and it moves there for you. Then click on the mouse and interact with the environment around you. And see what happens.
Pizza guy, pizza guy, pizza guy! Hello, pizza guy!
Go!
Oh, you're not the pizza guy. Well, you might as well come in and look around. Just watch out for the boy. Turn your back on him for 2 seconds and you'll regret it.
As we go in, we can look around the place, but not everything is always as it seems. We can also visit every family member from the TV show, and they all have something to say.
I don't know if I feel elation or shame by your obvious need to dig deeper into my inner being.
All of the interactive elements of the area that you're in can also open up little tiny secret areas, but you may not really realize that are there until you start poking around with that mouse of yours.
You again? Get a hobby.
The object of the game is to find objects in the game that help you along the way, if you look close enough. As it's now time to actually show you what some of these items can actually do.
Hey, kid! Get up already!
So, when we get up and go to a place like the Stone Cutters, you can poke around looking for their hidden secrets. Just don't tell them that I was poking around, okay? They might not like that. As you come across their secret book, Possession in the Realm of Flanders House. Okay, so let's go to Flanders House and see what it does. Oh, I see. I now possess these children with my mouse, just like it says in the secret text of the book that they had just lying around. And now the children are flying around. Yeah.
The power of God compelled in the altitude.
That was a bad guess, right, Daddy?
Well, hey!
We also have mini games in many locations that you travel to, like Larry the Looter, from the actual TV show. And Slugfest. I mean, the gameplay is very simplistic, but you know what? They're called mini-games for a reason, and there's plenty of them around the place. Some you win and some you lose, and if you go down all the way down to the Quickie Mart, you'll find the parody of Doom, a poo. And if you don't know what that is, well, who asked you? Oh, I did. Get out of here, kids. You've had your fun. When you go to Moe's, you got the love tester. Remember that in the background of the TV show? Amongst many others. And it all looks very nice, and just like the show from the time, which had some very nice animations, and you can tell that they put a lot of effort into making it look exactly how it should look, to make you feel like that you're part of the show, and you just never know what's going to come up onto the screen.
Pick a button, any button. Excellent.
As you're going through these locations, you will find these cards, and there's 74 in total to find. And very often, you'll find them in the exact same spot that you just found them in, if you keep checking back to the same spots. And here we are at Krusty Studios, which is actually my favourite location in the game, because Krusty is actually my favourite character in the whole show. He certainly is one of the funniest.
Look, Dad, about your birthday, I had no idea she was in the cake. Oh, come on! You gotta admit that was funny! Roll the cartoon.
There's even 2 full episodes of Itchy and Scratchy. As you look, you find more and more throughout Springfield. It's a big world out there in such a small town.
Look, Wimpy, my boys need new bulletproof vests, and they need them today. Oh, and that ping pong table you promised, remember?
Listen, Piggy, shut your mouth or I'll put an apple in it.
There's so much to do, but you don't want to let anything fly by you, or at the very least, miss any secret rooms that have secrets in them.
Meltdown averted. Now get back to work.
That's what that does.
Everybody seems to be having a ball, including me. Well, maybe not everybody in the game was having a ball. We do have to make allowances.
Willie, we couldn't pay the electricity bill this month. You'll have to run on the treadmill again.
Ugh.
Don't give me that look.
See? I told you so. And once you've gone around the place and found all 74 cards, you get a 75th card that gives you a secret link to a secret website. What could it be? Well, I don't know. Let's find out. I just need to find an internet connection, or somebody that might have one.
Get back to class.
Hey, that's a good idea. So we can sneak into Spanky's computer system and fire it up. Man, that sound has not aged well. And neither has the secret website address, as it is now a dead link. However, parts of it live on in the internet archives where you can still see kind of what used to be on there. And by the looks of it, it was an online shop with an assortment of items suited for the customers of Springfield. But not anymore. And that's the end of Virtual Springfield. And just like the secret web address, it's no longer available to buy or purchase legally or officially. Unfortunately, and now it's all gone. I know. How could this game not be re-released? I don't know. I put this on for my son and he played it for hours. He was engrossed in it. His eyes were glued to the screen. Unfortunately, it's so hard to get, I had to go through loops and hoops to get this on to play. I got there in the end, but come on. Out of all the games here to be re-released and remastered and re-something, get me re-rolled up like this again. Because it got me all rolled up and now I'm talking about it again. This should be released in some capacity. Would you agree, son? That's what I'm here for, to relive things that should be relived and known about. You're welcome. Alright, on to the next one. But first, did you know there was also a Virtual Bart game? Well, I think we all knew that. But did you know it actually plays worse than it sounds? Yeah, you laugh now. In fact, it has 6 warped worlds. And believe the box, trust me, it's not lying, because they are so bad. However, there is a big twist.
I'm out of here.
Despite the lackluster selection of mini-games, there's actually one really good one. Wait for it. Yes, tomato throwing.
Alright!
Just line your shot up and throw and hit your target. It's much more addictive than you might think. Believe me.
Bart!
Can you trust this face?
There's more where that came from.
Well, maybe not, but trust it anyway. Next time on The Simpsons Hidden Gems, I'm going to talk about my fourth and final pick. It's the last one, and possibly the best one that I have on this list, because it's so rare and hard to find. What am I talking about? Well, if you stick around, you're going to find out next time. But bye for now. Hopefully I'll see you then. Bye.
Ooh, this donut isn't big enough for the both of us. Now who's the idiot?